Hello and welcome to this conference Insight live from CARTES SECURE Connexion's. We will have a sneak peek at the conference that awaits you tomorrow in the conference center. I am joined here with Grégoire Toussaint. Grégoire, hi.
Hi.
Welcome. You're manager at Edgar Dunn and Company.
That's right. Edgar Dunn and Company is a consultancy company specializing in payments. We work for banks, merchants, and all the players in the payments ecosystem. And we have a worldwide positioning, meaning that we work on all the different payments area for a large range of actors.
Thank you very much. We're here to talk about the future is wearable. That's the theme of the conference tomorrow. And I'm joined also by Kieran Hines, practice leader, financial services technology at Ovum. Hello.
Hi there. Good afternoon. And so for anybody not familiar with Ovum, so we are a technology analyst house based in London, but with analysts around much of the world. So we focus, or my group focuses very much on what's happening in the payment space, as well as looking at retail banking and insurance. So for us, wearables and the wider issues around IoT are a core part of what we're looking at the moment.
Thank you. Okay, very good. And we're joined also by Jean-Christophe Lecos. Hello and welcome.
Good afternoon.
You're
yes.
general manager. Oh, sorry. You're general manager of the CNRFID.
Yes.
And a specific brand which is Connect Wave.
Exactly. So CNRFID is a French association that has been created 7 years ago to help the ecosystem to develop a RFID. And for now 2 years, we work more and more on the connected object, and we created Connect Wave, which is a brand and a concept just this year, which is a place where we can understand and see what could be, how to use a connected object in B2B.
Okay, very good. So, the future is wearable. It's a question on affirmation. Let's start with a very general question and feel free to jump in to reply. What do you consider as a wearable in terms of form factor and connectivity? Greg, let's start with you.
Let's get started. Well, from our perspective at Edgar Dunn & Company as a consultancy company, wearable has a wide range of different factors. It's an item that you can wear and which is connected in a way, but has become quite a buzzword and is very general. Now you have items such as fitness bands, jewelry, T-shirts, smartwatches. What is relevant to have a look is the connectivity and how it can interact with other connected devices, such as smartphone. But I'll let the other two people here at the table comment on.
Kieran, what's your take on this question?
Well, I think it's actually a very, very broad topic because you see so much innovation in terms of the way in which devices that can be worn around the body or indeed carried around the person or tied onto wrists, that sort of thing. It's not always just around necessarily connectivity, but sometimes the ability to collect and monitor, as well as we then that data to be used and processed offline is also a key use case for some of what we're seeing in the wearable space too.
Right. For you, Jean-Christophe.
Yes, and when we speak about wearable, we think firstly to the human that could wear some different object, but we can imagine also in the future that object will be able to wear other objects, so the connected object can be in a car, and in this case we could speak about wearable for a car, if we can imagine like that. So it shows that the connected object in the future will be the opportunity to different objects to be connected together in an automatic way, and with the opportunity to send information and to give value to the information.
Right. Greg, here?
Yeah, and if we go a bit further into the definition and what's happening now, we can see that there is a lot of buzz in terms of wearables. A few years ago, it was big data or other topics. We have like the curve of enlightenment as defined by Gartner, which quoted that there is 70 million wearables in circulation today with like some impressive growth rate in the years to come. And I think what we can discuss, the three of us, is why is it a buzz and has it delivered? Before CARTES, we wrote an article analyzing that the buzz around wearables is still mainly a buzz and has not yet delivered in terms of number of devices that are out there in the market, and in terms of use cases. We analyze...
Coming back on the use cases, just sorry to interrupt, Greg, because there's a lot of expectation and hype around wearables. And indeed, we are looking... Evolution is often try and fail. And for example, there has been quite a lot of trials and errors made with wearables. So what is the problem that the people are looking to solve with wearables?
And I think that's one of the questions which many wearable manufacturers or people who try to develop wearables should ask themselves. Because if you try to have like a smartwatch, a fitness band, you can wonder what is the added value. From a perspective, we can see that there is some key issues, and there is a lack of real reasons to wear wearables. If you take the Apple Watch that has created significant buzz in the market, you can see that overall, yes, people bought it despite the high price, but eventually it just wears off. It's more a gizmo, a gadget, because it doesn't have like a real use case, concrete advantages on the daily routine and in our daily habit.
What's your take on this with Connect Wave? I mean, I'm throwing the subject at you, but...
Yes, just to give the answer to your question, the future, most of the time, the people are not able to say what they want to solve. You will find solution to the problems that they don't know that they have.
Right.
And it's what's happened with Google, Apple, etc., new applications that has been developed to give new, not new problems, but new needs that you don't have at the beginning. So that will be probably the future of the wearable, to develop more and more needs that people don't know today. That it's most the wearable for the public people. Sometimes we can speak about gadget, but it can be an interest for the people that they will use this new solution. For us, as we have a B2B approach in this world, it doesn't work like this. You need to give solution for ROI. So you need to give value to your solution, even if it's true also for the public, but it's not the same approach. So you have to show that the connected object can change kind of approach, can change kind of process in your industry and give new services. If you don't do that, the connected object will not develop. So I don't know if we speak about wearable in this case or not. It's the interest of the discussion today. I will speak about connected object and the future of connected object in B2B application. But of course, you need to understand what will be the value firstly, and it's what we want to show with the Connect Wave, to demonstrate that each application can have real value for different kind of industrial.
Okay.
I think it's fair to say, just to add to that, that we are in a situation where in many cases the technology that's out there seems to be more advanced than the use cases as things stand. I think that's down to factors including universal connectivity, as well as I think as the issues you raised in terms of the business case. But we also have with sort of personal wearables issues around public acceptance as well, data privacy, security.
Right.
And those are also going to be challenges to this model in the future. Not necessarily things which have become top of mind issues to date, simply because of the lack of progress of wearables on a mass market level, but things like Google Glass, for example, which emerged and was widely seen as, to some degrees, not that great, and with the potential to be seen as creepy in some particular use cases as well, has led to that sort of fallback in terms of the initial enthusiasm behind that concept when it was launched. And again, I think while something like Google Glass has some very clear applications, for example, in engineering and helping to assist engineers on site and so on with particular problems, it hasn't emerged yet to have a mass market use case, I don't think, and remains to be seen whether that will necessarily be the case.
Okay. Maybe, just a quick word on that.
Just about privacy, as you spoke about that, it's probably the most important point in the future of the evolution of the application.
Yes.
We are chairman for the European Commission for the private impact assessment, and what will be the consequences of new technology and the impact of this new technology on the private
On
society.
privacy and security. But the privacy and security risk, how can it be, how shall we address it, or how can it be addressed now?
I think if we talk about wearables and connected objects, it mainly depends on the applications. If you talk about a fitness band, you don't need like a military-grade security layer. However, if you talk about health or payments, you might need to go a bit more deeper into security. What we've done recently, we took part in the definition of the French National Payment Plan, and security was highlighted as one of the 3 key areas to focus on. If we look at wearables, you have a broad range of actors. A watch manufacturer will not be as aware of security needs as an actor in payments. And this may be one of the issues.
Okay. And in the near future, do you think how wearables will fit with the actual devices that we have? Are they going to be replaced, or what do you think their place will be in our daily routines?
It's a good question, and remains to be seen, I think, how, 'cause as I mentioned before, I think we're in a situation where the technology is advanced further than the use cases for it, and it will be determined entirely by the models and the propositions which emerge over the next few years. It's hard to see, I mean, looking at what's happened so far with smartwatches, that the limitations of those devices in terms of battery life, size, and so on, will take some resolving before that becomes something, for example, which starts to replace other devices. But certainly perfectly possible to see a future in, say, 10, 15, 20 years where the smartphone device that we know ceases to have that form, and yet those functions being distributed around other devices, perhaps, yeah.
Okay,
I think that most of the device will not be replaced, but they will have evolution. And by including technology inside or including new solution inside, you will ever need clothes and ever need boots and shoes, and perhaps your shoes. And I saw some different things in Las Vegas with a French company that do integration of technology in the shoes to be able to follow the weight that you will have when you work in one day, or to follow the temperature when you are in different place. So it will be most the evolution. Some product could disappear. When I think about a key, we are in a place where a key has been replaced by a card, and the card will be replaced by a mobile tomorrow. So your door, you will probably not need any more keys tomorrow, and different object to where your keys will disappear. But most of the object will have evolution and not complete replacement, I think.
I think I agree. They will need to be complementary in a way, except some specific items like keys, but complement to have, as we said before, a real and concrete added value. And this comes with like killer apps, applications on daily habits. Should it be transport, ticketing, or payments? Something which means that we have a real reason to use our wearable or connected object on a regular basis. And if we go into a bit further in more detail in terms of wearables, and if we compare with recent IT gadgets that we have at home, should it be a smartphone or a tablet, those are items that we mainly have in our pocket. But the wearable is something that we wear. It needs to fit our look and feel, needs to be customized depending on different people, but depending on our mood. We don't wear the same shirt every day. Maybe don't want to wear the same type of wearable or same color. And this, I guess, is where we need to go, and where this is where manufacturers still need to have a long way to go there. But this is part of the process to develop further wearables.
Jean-Christophe, maybe a final word, quick word on that.
When we think about that, we see also that some objects will be concentrated together. When we speak about mobile, you don't have any more a camera today because it's included in your mobile. You don't have any more keys because it will be in your mobile. So it will be a new wearable object concentrating more and more in the same place. Mobile could be probably the future next one in the 5th or 10th next year. Perhaps after it will be something else. but most of the object or application could be concentrated on the mobile, and that it's probably the next few years and a lot of application with this. But I don't consider mobile like a connected object. It's the object to connect the other ones.
Well, thank you very much to the three of you for being with us today. Greg, you will talk tomorrow at the conference. So, do you want to say a quick word about it?
Sure. Tomorrow we'll have like a full day regarding wearables, Internet of Things. We'll talk about the use cases, the future of wearables, as well as security. So come and join us tomorrow.
Fabulous. Thank you very much
Thank you.
for being with us today, and I will see you later for another Conference Insight.